Hello chickens, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're well. It's a bit gloomy here and the sun's going down. It's not 4 o'clock yet, but that's just how it is in winter, isn't it? So yeah, I'm trying to make the most of the little light that's remaining, and I have to put my lights on, so I hope the color recording is not too bad. Right, I've got this little project to share with you today, and it was really fun to make. And what it is pretty flat, and I'm going to show you in detail, but I made it from a paper bag, a lunch sack. So that's what I've used to make this, and it's going to, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. But this is the front bit. Got a little pocket here, 2 of the tags with pretty ribbons in them, and that goes into there. Got some nice lace here. This is the gusset from the lunch bag. Put flowers on and some lace and bits there as well. Taken a piece of, this is from my ephemera pack from the Anne bundle, so that's sliding in there. We have this, this on the other side. All right, so a little movable tuck spot here from the top of the bag. Just 2 pieces of ephemera, mini envelope, and that little journal card. So that's going to go into here, if I can do it. There we go. I like to tuck that little edge of the envelope in there. Put on some more flowers, really loving the flowers. I've got a little pocket over here with a piece of ephemera. Added some little die cuts there, and one of the little sentiments from that kit, and then you can see the whole image there. I cut this out, and then at the top piece here, these flowers were there, and I've just fussy cut them out and stuck them on along the top there as well. So that's what that is. So that's what it looks like there. Now I'm going to say this is the front, and we're going to make this go onto one of our journal pages. But when you lift it up, there's the underneath of the bag. You've got this little pocket, which is also part of the add-on kit. I've just made it up there. You get 2 of those, and then I've put in this piece of ephemera, added a tag, and tucked that in there. All right, so I've got some faux washi and a fussy cut, and I really like how that's turned out. Okay, so I've put this here and marked the spot. This is where I'm planning to put it. All right, so we've got these layered pages here, and then we're going to open that up. We're going to lift up this lace page, if I can see it. I can see it, but I can't grip it right. So we're going to tuck that in over there. We're going to get it in like that, more or less, and we're going to have it like this. So how beautiful does it match with all of that? Yeah, so we'll stick it down so that you've got a flip out, I should say, like that. And then on the other side of the page, you've got your, that's where the middle fold line is. All right, that will be stuck down. And then you've got your little flip. You can put a secret message there if you want. All right, so that's what we're going to do with that. Yeah, I'm going to take it out for the moment, just so that I can see that I haven't missed anything while I'm doing the other one. And we're going to make one. I'm just going to slide that up for the other signature. All right, now let me show you. Oh yeah, before I forget, the project we made last time, was it this one? No, I think it was this one. All right, so this one here, I've put it in over here, so it's onto this page. Okay, there, like that. So that's where I've put that one. And with the other one, this is where I'm going to put the one we're going to make now. All right, we'll put it on this paper because it's got a bit of the purples in as well. And then at the back, this is where the last page I have put in the other one. Okay, so that's where they go. And we will just put that over there. Like that. So I know that that's where it's going to go. All right. So I'm going to just put this to the side again, as I said. Now what you need is a paper bag, so a lunch bag. So this I got, I think I was gifted these actually, but I have bought white bags before from Amazon. So go and have a look in my favorite tools if you're interested. I'll just double check before this video goes out and put that in there. But this is called Bag Dream, but I think this is American. This is from the US, but it's a gusseted bag. It doesn't have to be white, guys. It can be brown, it can be whatever you have. Just remember that. But I'll give you some measurements just so that you know. Right. The full length of this bag is 13¼ inches. All right. That is 33.6 centimeters. Okay, so just longer than a school ruler. Okay, this way, the width is 7 inches, and that's 17.8 centimeters. All right, so there you have it. Okay, now I'm going to take my, I'm not going to use the ruler. I've scored this already. But what I did here from the right-hand side where the opening is, all right, so it's got an opening. 6.4 centimeters, that's 2½ inches. You want to make a little mark. I usually do that with my pencil. On the other side I've done it there, and I want you just to line those edges up and run your bone folder up there. All right, there we go, with a good press. So that's going to be our little flap bit. And then on the side where the gusset is, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to fold it this way, and you need to measure 5½ inches from the left. 5½, that's 14 centimeters. Okay, and then we'll fold it. There's my pencil mark. So I've just gone like that. Gosh, if you hear my tummy rumbling, it's because I haven't eaten anything. Very bad. I'm terrible for stuff like that. And then when I do go and eat, it's all the wrong things because I'm starving. Yeah, I promised I wasn't going to do that this year, but I do have a healthy thing to eat, so that's it. I'm trying to get it onto the line that I originally made. Okay, give that a good press. All right, so that's where we are there. So you've got this scenario now. Okay, there's your gusset. That's 5½. This was 2½, and that's what we're going to do. So it's going to look like this. And then again, I've just taken my whole, every edge, and I want it as flat as possible. So I will keep doing this as I add things. Okay. Right. Let's see. Shall we start with this bit here? Okay. Now what I've done is I've tried to use a lot of the bits that we have been using. So, you know, try and use those up. And I've stuck down things so that you don't have to have waste time watching me glue stuff down. Right, so for example, like here, I've just stuck 2 die cuts on here. This is that shabby lace background paper. And I've just cut out a piece that's going to fit on there. But before I stick that down, I want to put on a little bit of lace. So I have got my 3-in-1, and I'm just going to run it on the edge here like that. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'll just put it here so I can stick the other bit on as well. Right, so we'll take our little bit of lace. All the lace comes from the And Ultimate bundles or lace bundles, all those bundles that are in my shop if you're interested. I've got a couple left, just a few. I added more as time went on, so, you know, because I always get people asking me, what do I do with this? Right, there we go. I just want to cut that off like that. Okay, and then with this, I just want to add a little bit more to the edge over that lace there. so that's going to stick this way. Listen to Abby eating her chewy. I gave her chicken chewy, so it's like a some kind of hide and then chicken around it. She can't eat the hide, but she chews the chicken up. It's like dried chicken off it, and she loves it. Because she's gluten intolerant, I've got to be so careful what I give her, and that I found out. It took me about 2 years to work that out. The vet told me for a nominal fee, as they do, and then that same visit wanted to give Abby a treat that wasn't gluten-free. Gosh, yeah, she's super sensitive to any kind of grains, really. So I don't give her any dry food because she can't stomach it. Yeah, poor sausage. Right, so we've got that done. That's good. Now we want to put a little pocket on there. So this is a tiny little pocket. It's going to be the slightly narrower, ever so slightly, like 1/8 of an inch narrower than the width of this. And it's just short of 2 1/4, say just over 2 1/4 inches high. Right, you don't need to be precise about that. And I'm going to stick that on over there. So we'll just take our glue. I have put a little notch in it with my 1-inch punch. Okay, so I've stuck these so that these peek over. Right, how are you going today, guys? Are you all well? Feeling inspired by things? If not, you can always go and have a look at a simple project like a mini journal where everything is pre-sized and everything for you, and you just put it together. I find that's a really helpful way, or like a wallet, something where you don't have to think too much. You've just got to follow the construction video, get you back in the mood. Right, okay, so this is from one of my journal pages where Anne is sewing, so I'm going to put that in there like that. So again, we'll just glue this down and then it will just fall into place there. Now you don't want to buff it right into there, so that this can go down with ease and not be hampered by that edge. So that's where we are so far. The nice part is you can open that up and see the whole thing. All right, so you will need to rub out the things. Now you could put a closure on this, something like, you can just glue it down, or you can use like those what do you call them now? Those dots, the Velcro dots. I'm just going to go in the middle here and join that flap there. And there's no reason for it to be flapping like that. I don't need the gusseted bit, so I'm just going to get that closed. It doesn't affect the pocket, so that's all right. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to leave it just as it is because the book holds it in place. You could put magnets on if you feel so inspired. I'm not going to. Right, so there's the other side. That's the underneath side. Now this is the front side. Okay, so what we want to do here is a couple of things. So the first thing is I've got this, and again I need to put my lace on, and I'm going to go with a nice bright violet lace here. So I'm going to just chop a little bit off there, and again we're going to put on our lace first. I need to do it first, otherwise I forget. I get so wrapped up in talking and doing everything, I forget about the little bits and pieces, and then sometimes when I've finished a video I've got these bits. But now that I use, since I've used a tray to put everything in, it's unlikely because everything in that tray is for the project at hand. I'm just trying to get it to the edge there. Let's just see. Yeah, so I've just gone up to that little line with the edge of the paper like that. Okay, let that do its thing for a minute. I'm just going to take the same glue just because it's coming to the end and I want to, it's also quicker to get it out. I have discovered. Right. Just get it nice and flat. All right, so there we have that. That looks good. Bit of glue there, just rub it off. Right, the next thing I want to do is I've made a little pocket like this one. This one came from the add-on kit, and I've just traced one in this paper. All right, and that's going to go over here like that. But I do want to put a little bit of lace on like I did there. So I've got this and we will put that on quickly. Picks up those little heart flowers. So we've got two different purples, which is nice. I do like the purples, and I mean, I'm a pink girl and I haven't done anything with pinks in for ages. Watch the space, guys, watch the space. Right. So we've got that there. Just press that down. And I do prefer going round the corner, and that way it doesn't fray or anything, unravel. So we'll just do that and that. And we'll come back to that. Right, just want to chop off a little bit there to the folded edges of your pocket. And that is going to go on there. Right, so there we go. Press, press, press. Right, see, it's a nice neat edge when you fold the lace around. I like that. Then we've got to have a little fussy cut. So I've got the little straw bow tie. My daughter, I think I've said this, but Paige used to wear one of these for school. When she was in primary school. Yeah. And Ross had like a cap, and it was a nightmare every day because we couldn't find the cap or the bow tie. as it is with kids going to school. Right, so we'll get that on just over there. A little bit over that way, I think, because I think flowers will be coming on to this soon. Right, so I've got that all done. I want to just put on that little side bit. Now, this side bit is a scrap that we used when we were making our last project with a, I think it's, no, it's in this one, with the photo looking thing. So, this one. Okay, so that bit comes from the edge there of the photo, as you can see. All right. And I thought, perfect, perfect. We're going to stick it in here. All right, just like that. Yeah, it's got all the nice mauves and daisies and things there. Now, you could make it, chop that bit off, but it's not worrying me. So I'm going to just stick this right in. So you want to just lift this up. Get it into the top there. And there you have it. Perfect. I love how that worked out. So you've got a nice little tuck spot under here as well, like we had over here. All right, so that's perfect. And again, you could glue that down if you wanted to. But to me, I'm quite happy. Well, let's try it. Okay, so we just put some glue on the bottom one. All right, so we've got that all on there. All that we need to do, and I'm going to put the flowers on last because I need to open that up. All right, so that's the inside now. Nothing goes on that side, nothing. All right, so I've taken this paper, which is from the shabby paper, nice muted shades, and I want to put that in there. I'm going to do it this way. Did I not ink this one? I inked the lot, I thought. Sorry, guys. And this is actually on a thin piece of paper because it was by error. But I thought, you know what? I'm not wasting it. It's going to line this bit, so it'll be fine. But it reminds me, I do prefer working with thicker paper. I like my 60-pound paper, pound weight, or 160 GSM. This is just 80. Let's make sure it can, yes, it can close nicely. There we go. Now, these little bits that I've folded as like a pocket. It's from my add-on kit. You just fold it together. You've got these two flaps and I've glued them like that. I'm going to have the peak side up. You can have the other side, but I preferred this. I've taken a strip of paper. This is just 3/4 of an inch wide. All right. I'm going to have this like faux washi. So we are going to just get some glue on here. So there's no right or wrong with this really. I wanted just to get it sort of middle-ish like that. That's fine. And we'll just get that around the middle there like that. So that's going to go over here, but we've got to just put on our little fussy cut, and I wanted a bit of green. So that's going to go there. I wanted a little bit of green. I don't know if I've got any, but we will see quickly. So lots of bits and pieces going on in here, but I needed something pretty small and I don't see anything. So what I'm going to do is, this one I've trimmed, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to just go like that, and I'm going to use that bit. That's going to work. Right. I chopped the top off for something else, but that's okay. You see, these things are handy. Now, just seeing how I want to place it. So maybe at the bottom. Yeah, that's all right. So we'll get some glue on there. Right, and then again, I just want to get the pocket in place. So I'm going to just put some glue on the bottom here. I'm really just trying to work the last bit in this bottle out. Okay, so let's just keep it for a little bit down. So let's go about there. Fabri-Tac's forgiving, so you can always move it around a little bit just to straighten it. Excuse you, Abby, making a little burp there. She's a monkey. Right, we've got that there, we've got that there. Gosh, that was quick. Okay, so let's see what's in the tray. Nothing's been left. So I've got my ephemera here, but I want to stick on my flowers. Right, get your bone folder out and give it a nice press again. Go over everywhere that you've glued. It helps it to stick down nicely. So I definitely do like doing that, especially on the edge of where there's lace. Okay, so that's nice and flat. Very happy with that. So, and then all I want to do is I want to put a couple of flowers on here. So let's see, I've got a couple here. Oops, and some of those small purple ones, which are just cute, and the butterfly. Right, that's for the other side. So over here, I thought I would take like that, and we're going to stick it over there. I think that's better than that. Oh, actually, maybe not. Right, so that's what we're going to do over there. You want a clip for this, so there you go. You want to take some glue for this one. Angle it so that you've got alternate petals showing. And then you want to get your glue for underneath. And now just be mindful of your, mind you, I've glued it now, so it doesn't really matter. You want to have that there, and then a little dab of glue for the small little one. I could have put a green one in there really, but that's okay. Okay, and then you want to get your little clip here and put it onto the middle of that. Very slowly, just turn that over, because we're going to put some flowers over here. That's going to go here, I think. I quite fancied that, so it was lying on my desk. It wasn't my intention. I didn't put one on the other, but it's fine. I just thought, okay, that's perfect. That can go on there, and here it is. So I'm doing this upside down. Let's put it higher, so we'll have it there. Yeah, and then this one, we are going to have this goes that way. It just goes that way. I'm going to change this. I've got one of these here, cream, and I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, that's better. Just breaks it up a bit. Right. Oh, it's looking gummy. Wipe it off on here. And again, I've got another clip. We're going to just press it on there, and then I had a smaller one. I must have put it away just to get the purple one in place. All right, so while that's drying quickly, just show you really quickly, I've got these 2 tags. Now I have cut my tags out twice in case you're wondering. That's that. I'm going to use those 2. I've got the sage green ribbon there and the velvet. Love the velvet. Then I've taken one of these. Now I did a green one for the back there, added a tab on, and just put that little bit of ribbon in. And then for the bits and pieces here, we've got this one, which is the same as this, but this one's green and blue. This one's that. We're going to put that on the side. And then I've got this postcard and this little mini envelope. All right, so those all come in these bits, but I think I'm only using one. I wasn't sure which color. So there we go. Those are the bits that are going to go in here. Right. Now, ideally, you should leave this on longer, but I will do that when I'm finished. So on this side here, isn't it looking so pretty? I do love it. What we want to do is we want to put in our 2 tags. All right, so that's these 2, and they're going to go into that pocket there. And then we're going to take this one, and that's going to slide in over there. Okay. Yeah, open that up, and you've got your one with the stripes. That's going to go in over here. And then if you turn that over, we are able to decide here now. So do I want this one or this one? I think the green. So we'll slide that in like that. Yeah. And then in this bit here, we've got our 2 little bits. This will go into this little pocket here, like that. And you can slide it down a bit just so it's out the way of the flowers. Now I don't think I need to put another one in here. I think that's enough, so that can go back into my tray. Right, and that's how it looks. What do you think? Right, I will stick this on, but I want to, this isn't quite stuck how I want it yet. I'm going to put those clips back on here. It's still, but that's what we've got. We've got that one and the blue one. And I really like how those have turned out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Go and have a go at this. As I say, any lunch sack will do. Even if it's smaller, it doesn't have to be as big as mine. Just remember that. Okay. Failing that, you can always make a sack from brown paper or any paper on a roll, even wrapping paper. I think I have got, when I was making the sunflower journal long ago, I showed you how to make a gusseted bag. So that is on there as well. All right, but failing that, go and ask the neighbors. Even prescriptions, when you pick up your prescription from the pharmacy, they often have a lot of gusseted bags as well. So ask them if you can have one or two or more. All right, have a good week. I will see you on Friday with another video. So stay well and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.